more seriously. Thread spears every time. The setup was for millennia.
Spoke words of if you wish. In Marika's own hark, brave warriors. Guidance hath delivered ye through. Put the giants to the sword, and let a new epoch begin. Brandish the Elden ring. We're almost the flame of. I'm glad. I must tend. Thank you. Please continue. Shall I turn your rune? Let my hand. Share them with me.
420,000. Let's see. Okay. do want that. I don't know how many playthroughs in a row I did without knowing that this jump was here. Thank you for the like. I hear it, but I don't see it. There it is. It's just health. Hello, cool edits. Oh, shoot. I forgot something. Hold on. What's this over here? Huh. Never noticed this before. Oh well. Alright. But I'm not... I want to go touch Alexander first, which is back here. Hold on. I need to go back around here, which I think is going to be back around here. think about how to get there. This one always gets me. No. That's why I haven't been there yet. I think. No, I don't think this is right. No, that's not right. This is the way there.
What do you need? I don't want any All done? Well, be on your way then.
Take it back. I don't think this is it either. Rats. Well, at least I got this. Stupid bats. This ain't it. I'm being dumb. I missed. But I know where to go. I think. Uh-oh. structure is that? Never really noticed before that there's an actual structure here. Oh, it's that bridge. Okay, alright, well, that makes sense. Huh. Neat. Herba. Mushroom. Now, unfortunately, this next fight probably don't want to use magma. So instead, jack up lightning. No, let's not assume that. Let's not assume that. I did nothing. It's fully lovely. Alright. So this it is.
Of fire, bake me in your flames.
Ah, good lady. I hardly think you're here to tell I've been Take it. I won't be. Perhaps I'll head as an old above the law. Perhaps I'll saying above the law.
Alright. Now I have Alexander. And I am ready. Alright, so this sword and setup is not going to cut it. Take fire resist. And we're going to switch to mount. Oh, heavy load. Damn. Alright. Okay. That should do it. Rock and roll. Shoot. Oh, I forgot to change one thing. Made a mistake. Maybe I didn't. Alright, physic. Coats nearby enemies with oil? Well. Alright. Yeah, take it back. I was set up okay. My bad. Oh, I might be able to level with that. Hmm. All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
I have this world and death. Are you to commit? Very well, let my hand.
Rest upon you for but a moment. All right. Now let's go back to that and that. This dragon. Hold on. Blasphemous Blaze, Clutch. Hey, nifty. Rats. Alright, well, it's what it is. Uh-oh. Oh, I made it. Not sure how, but I did. Alright. That means I can fix a mistake that I made. Let's see if I can't do it right. Spell change. Now, do I have... Yes, I do. down below. That'll do it. Aw, come on. What is up with it targeting, like, invisible place? Boo. Asshole. What is down there? What the heck? Interesting. Clearly somebody else found it. Oh, this must be a dragon stone or something. Great. Great worked. Alright. Oh, there was something up there. Two somethings up there. I'm not going to play with them. There's still one more place I didn't check out. Let's see. Here, do the test. Shit. Hey, Lord. That's not gonna work. Nope. Nope. Oh, nice job. Is it first playthrough or is this a replay or a new game? That sucks. Not you. Congratulations on beating her. It sucks that I have to get back to where I just was. Do all the things I just did. Yeah. What build did you use to beat her? Just curious. Try this again. Oh, I think I know where I am. I do know where I am. Guess this is the other way in. Interesting. All right. Summoning to help. Oh, I can summon this guy to help. Let's do it. Oh, this fight just got harder. laser beam. I think that's going to be the best one that I have. Alright. Oh. This guy. That very badly. There's Alexander. Not max, but sorry, missed the questions. I'm level 406, I think. It's not max. I'm not like 999, but I am playing on past New Game Plus 7. So every new game, I am told, I haven't verified it, but I am told every new game is basically the same after this. Do this. Do this. Do that.
Ah, city, that aside, I doubt there's of course. Which mean, would you come and tell me? I've been long... You, then let us begin.
I am the great Jar Warrior, Iron Fist Alexander. Let me strength
hell.
all warriors within. Let us become one champion together.
Yeah, that's what I'm told. I'm NG plus 9.
Victory was impossible. This vessel was found lacking. My thanks. I knew you were the stuff of champions. It was a marvelous battle. I implore you,
It's a marvelous
take
battle.
what I bequeath from inside me. All vessels are destined to one day break. But the great Alexander lived as a warrior to his last.
Alexander's innards. All right. Don't really need that anymore. This would be handy. What's my favorite boss? That's a good question. I like Millennia. I like Placidusix, the one that's coming up. Boy, what's another one? Yeah, I'd go with one of those two. Yeah, the armor set that I'm wearing, for example, is from the DLC. But yeah, I've done this spells DLC. Ah, rats. Oh, he fell. Did he fall all the way down? No, he just fell to the lower shelf. That's dumb. Alright, well, that puts us back to these guys. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one, maybe. Yeah, that gets rid of both of those. I don't know if I... Yep, I got that one. So let me re-answer that question. I have not done it yet on this playthrough. Ow. Oh, I should have done these first. No, this is going to reach that guy. I think that will. Yeah, if it hits. See how this goes. Ideally, this guy's super low health. But we'll find out. Yep, he's super low health. Ouch. Yow. Nope. Oh, good lord. There we go. Sometimes targeting actually makes it harder. I had to untarget. There's a somber ancient dragon smithing stone, I think. Yeah. But you J-Waits, or U-Waits, or J-Waits, or however you want to pronounce it, what's your favorite boss? Talk to me. Over the edge. There we go. How's that guy still alive? That's crazy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ow, 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 ow. Oh no! God! Why did I just not run past those guys? Oh, Consort Radon? Yeah. There's a couple of highly successful builds to use against him if you have the points to be able to use them. What level are you? Oh, well, in that case, you're on your own. Well, alright, so let me offer one thought, at least, because you may be able to use Bloodhound's Fang with this. You know that you have a second attack with Bloodhound's Fang after your first attack, right? A lot of people don't seem to know that. And I'm not trying to say that in, like, some condescending way. Do I have Bloodhound's Fang on me? Hold on, let me see. I may, because I was showing this to someone. I do. Alright, so there's an attack using the Bloodhound's Fang, right? So here I've got Bloodhound's Fang, right? So the usual attack people think of with Bloodhound's Fang, and it's the one people, is this, where it goes like this. But did you know there's a second part of that? If after attack you immediately click a light attack, it does that one. Are you using that? Okay, it's amazing how many people don't actually know that. So, are you disallowing use of a shield? Okay. Are you using the critical buffs like, oh, come on. I just want to make sure it wasn't coming after me. Are you using any, like, buffing incantations? Like Golden Vow? Okay, so, well, this is, I mean, the game's not, I mean, you can play however you like, right? But the game is meant to be played with the, you know, buffs and incantations as appropriate. So don't feel like you have to deprive yourself of a standard game mechanic. Ooh, that was close, actually. So, if you pick up a seal, any seal, doesn't matter which one, you can get the 2-finger seal. I don't have it, but you probably have a bunch of seals. So in your gear, they come right after the staves. Right, yeah, here are the staves. I have most of my gears in the bank, in storage. But grab a seal, and you may have picked up a spell called Golden Vow. And Golden Vow makes you take less damage, and you do more damage. And you just go back to doing everything you're doing before, and it's a small but very useful buff for you. This is faith. So incantations use faith, not int. Yeah, I mean, my stats, keep in mind, I'm like level 400, but I only have 24, no, I have high int and faith, but faith is all I'm using. I have no spells. This is all incantations. I think my arcane is 10. Vigor. Oh, health, yeah. I mean, that makes perfect sense. There's nothing wrong with that. So one thing is that if you use a shield, like I am right now, and you'll notice that I had the shield up when I did the Bloodhound Fang attack. If you look at the skill on the shield, it's called no skill. It is, in fact, actually a thing you can put on it. So you can use a shield, and the shield makes Consort Radahn a bit more tolerable, because you can actually put the shield up. If it's a good shield, you can put the shield up and he can hit you, and he won't just instantly die from it. But you lose the ability, for example, to... and you keep the ability to do a guard counter, which is a melee thing, but you lose the ability to do a parry with a shield, where you go boop, and you block. But you're not doing that anyway, so... do you have... There are two things that you should have. One of them I can show you, which is this. You should have a golden braid. If you don't, you want to find that. And that will boost how much holy... 8-9. 8-9. Sorry. And then the other thing is, have you beaten the sunflower boss yet? So that one will help you in phase 2. I recommend that you have it on. It doesn't do anything in phase 1, but it will really help in phase 2. If you're getting stuck in phase 2, I would do that. Okay, so the second thing is you should have a broken rune of America. And I don't have that because I haven't done the DLC on this character yet, so I can't show it to you. But it's called a Broken Rune of America. You want to put that somewhere, maybe over here, that you can use it. You know, in the second phase of the fight, if he picks you up and she whispers in your ear, you know, like, I will bring peace to the world, or whatever it is that she says, that gives you that thing that's over your head in the game. And if they pick you up a second time, it's instant death. You can remove that thing over your head by using that Broken Rune of America. You click it like it's a usable item, and it removes that. You can do it. It's pretty quick. You don't have, it's not like a 10-second thing. It's really fast. But you want to have that available to use quickly. In case you've ever died to that one, which I did a couple times, not realizing that little tidbit. Yeah, it's infinite use. Yep, just I put it here, and then I just quickly, I use PC, I have keyboard and mouse, but I just pop it open, click it, and then keep playing. DLC is absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it. Oh, thank you for the follow. Yeah, if you've died to that one, that's the fix for it. It's an easy part of the game fix. It's not even anything goofy. If you're using the summons to help you, Thrallier and what's his name, Onspa or whatever, Sir Onspa. Each one that you bring in makes the boss 100% harder in terms of his health. If you're not summoning, you can summon a Spirit Ash. That doesn't make it harder unless the Spirit Ash screws something up. But if you're summoning the helpers outside, it's giving the boss more hit points. So you have to make sure that having them in the fight makes it worth the boss being significantly more difficult. I find on my first playthrough that the best summon is Telu, but I use a healing spell. Without healing, Telu's not nearly as burly, but with healing, Telu's a virtual god when it comes to the game. Now, I'm going to transition back to a different build. Oh, hold that thought. Maybe not. Mimic's great. Before about my 5th playthrough, I'm not a fan of using Mimic. After that, I use Mimic all the time because it's the only one that's tough enough to survive the bosses because it levels up with you, unlike the other ones. Once they're max level, they just stay that buff. So if you use the Mimic, if you start doing Golden Vow, you can buff the Mimic with it. You just have to have him in range because it group buffs everyone around you. And Telu is low hit points, but with like 90% damage reduction. So the damage that he takes is about the same as everybody else. But because he's super low hit points, healing spells heal him a massive amount by percentage. The only boss he's useless against is Malekith the Black Blade, because that Destined Death effect just goes right through his damage reduction and just chews up his hit points. Learned that the hard way. How do I want to beat this guy? I may try this build. How many runes do I have? Oh, that's a lot of runes to lose. All right. Hold on. Yes, that's the lava golem thing from the DLC. It's worth it. I will warn you, though, it is hard. Be very, very prepared for it to be very, very hard. In a good way, but just be prepared. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, it's gonna hurt even more. Woo. Right through that shield. Am I in range? I don't think so. Oh, hell. Ow. Crap. Ow. Ah. Yes, it absolutely is. It is. It. Yes. It's good damage, it's long range. The only problem is it locks you into an animation. Oh, I need to do that. Although now, I think... Fire? Fire. Oh. Yeah. Those. His sword's even really good. I've used it to beat most of the bosses. But it requires a really heavy build, which is what I'm playing right now. My endurance is 99. Uh, 406, I think. Takes me a playthrough practically to level. So watch the boss's health bar. I'm going to use the Black Blade effect immediately. And watch his health bar instantly. So I basically used it to drop, yeah. That's the biggest advantage to it, if you're using it right, is what I just did. Ah, rats. Now, where is he? Oh, hell. Ouch. Uh-oh. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he is. Ow. Is he in range? If he is, this does it. Holy liar. I actually expected to switch back to lightning for this. So here's the weird thing. That boss has no lightning immunity at all. And the lightning builds work really well against it. Now we're going to watch a much more funny fight where I get absolutely destroyed. Well, thank you. Alright, what don't I want? No, let's see if I can't beat him with all this. Hold on. I think I need about 2 million now to level. 400,000? Hold on, I may have that. Ah, that'll do it. I hate losing rooms. Oh, another little trick. If you buff, as long as you stay at the same grace, you can do this cheap little trick. Ouch. Rats. No. What does that do? Which one? Sorry, my apologies. I missed the ask when you asked it. Which one of the what does that do? Oh, okay. So notice I have full FP, right? So I buff up, Golden Vow, Flame grant me strength. Now I'm reduced FP, but I have the buffs. Camp out, come back. I still have the buffs, but I'm back to full FP. Yeah, sorry. I probably should have been more clear. Ouch. There, busted my shield. Ouch. Ow. Ah. Yuck. Alright. I'm not feeling that ability, so we're gonna change it up a little bit. Nice thing about being super high leveled is the only thing that changes is your gear. Let's see. And now I'm gonna have to... you... There we go. Oh, let's not forget my buff sequence. Ow. God bless. I made a mistake. Yeah, part of the problem, what makes this fight so difficult is on that damn incline. It messes up, like, my ranging and, yeah, I did that very badly. I just need to be smarter about how I do this. And I should have taken my my physic. I think he keeps switching to a shield, and instead he keeps hitting me with that fireball. And I find it funny that he's harder than that frickin' dragon. You know what else? Make this fight smarter. I'm also worried about my health. Yes, so the part of the reason why you need to use it with a heavy build is because it weighs so damn much. I mean, my endurance is 99, and I have to use the Erdtree seal, the top level Erdtree seal, in order to use the thing with this shield and the armor. Oh, come on. Oh, perfect time for a pause. Love that. Please. Keep that pause on the screen. There we go. Ah, boo. Ah, come on. No, I dove that. Yeah, the boss that I'm about to fight, once I beat this guy, that boss is the one that drops this sword, by the way. Or he's the one that gives you access to this sword. We're going to make one more shift in the spells. Don't want you. Don't want you. We're going risky. Yeah. Malekith's Black Blade. Now the drawback with using this, I do more damage, but I also am more prone to take damage. And it also doesn't last very long. I'm not even sure it's going to last the run to get to him. Let's re-up it. Nope. No, so close. If you do your first playthrough and hit everything, I don't mean I mean do all the quests you can. Keep in mind there's some you can't do multiple endings, right? Unless you do the save garbage. If you do that, you'll be about 100 level 175, give or take, when you get to hold on. You'll be about level 175 when you get to the DLC, and about level 210 when you leave, if you kind of wipe the thing out. Oh, actually. I don't think this is going to do anything, but let's give it a try. Oh, hell. What I want to know is, how is this guy not stance broken? Like, that's the expertise of this damn thing. Ow. Ow. Oh, come on. What? All right. That was cheating. That was flat out cheating that time. Oh, yeah. That's... Keep in mind that, I mean, you don't have to start your next game. You can still go grab all that stuff, but if you've already done that, make a point to go back and grab all the somber and all the bell bearings. Because you keep those forever. Those stay through playthroughs. Once you get them, you keep them. Jump hit, what do you mean? Sorry, for which one of the attacks? Yeah, that was useless. No. You just do more stance damage when you do that. You can stance break a mob just by hitting it enough, just like you get stance broken. It's just a question of how quickly they regenerate their stuff back, that's all. And that specific thing in that tier is supposed to help, but I found it to be largely useless past new game 4 or 5. Man, that guy hits hard. Ah! No. I've never really perfected it. I got it down a couple times in the last playthrough where I was able to roll. There's a way you're supposed to be able to roll to the other side and get an attack in, and I'm trying to do that. I'm just not very good at it. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother with the FP move. I got plenty of FP when I die. What? No! Damn it. Oh, come on. I hate this fight so much. And I hate to do it the cheesy way. There's a way to do this fight much easier. What? Like, what even caused that to happen? What? I'm about to do this the cheesy way. I've always hated this fight. Alright, watch this shit. No, I don't have it. Hold on. Yeah, I think this fight's a little bit more interesting as a mage. You just have to keep your distance. I am going to grab a weapon that's in the bank. Wait. Oh, I do have it. I'm an idiot. Hold on. Lead builds are great. As you get to higher playthroughs, I think they get tougher to maintain. But lead builds are great in general. take my physic. Meh. Alright. Let's fix that. Oh, and I probably don't want to use... Yeah, alright. I need to make... I don't want to use, Alright, hold on. I no longer desire that spell. We instead are going to go... that way. Insane. I'm level 406. So half my stats are 80 or above. Endurance is 99. Oh, look at that, Mr. got poisoned. What? No. Okay. Really? Nope. Yeah, but why? Isn't the point to the game to play it? You can run past it, but like I said, I don't know why. I mean, the whole point to the game is to play it, right? I ran out of tea. Alright. Oh, this will not work for Melicat, the Blackblade. We are going to... Oh, hold on. I'm not going to bother with that. Oh, yeah. I want, hold on. I want... There we that guy back, and I want that guy back. Oh, rats. Physic, and I want fire. Alright. Some Schlight.
Approaches destined death. I will not have it stolen from me again.
Ow. Ow, hell.
Before Malekith.
Ouch. I'm actually not a fan of using this blade on this fight. I think this fight's easier with a caster. Alright. I didn't actually notice if I summoned my Mimic with a sword or with a seal. I will not make that mistake again. God, the range on that is so big. So obnoxious. No. Alright. Alright. Mimic with a sword, me with a caster stuff. Let's go. Also means weapons. I don't need that. Instead, I want that. Is the Mimic gonna want that? Yeah, it's a tank build. Although I have so many points everywhere, I can do whatever I want pretty much. The only thing I lack is Arcane. Here, on my run-up, I'll pull my stats once I get around the stairs. So, those are the stats. Tell you a dad joke. I feel very on the spot. I don't know. I'm hitting a wall. Aw, come on. Holy cow. Yeah, I got roasted on that one. Well, I mean, fight him like a man, whatever. Fight him like a man translates approximately to fight him like you're stupid. You win a fight by fighting the right way, not by fighting like a man. I don't really need that anymore. Just looking to see if there's any incantations I'd rather have with me on this one. Nah. Keep it simple. Yep. Simple rule of thumb, folks. Play the game you paid for however you like. And anyone with an opinion also's a bit like an asshole. Opinions are, after all, like assholes. Everyone has one and they all stink. Play the game you like. Just leave it at that. why the Mimic tier isn't healing itself is beyond me. Now I know I'm in trouble. Oh, shit. Oh, almost. Yeah, and I think I remembered in the middle of that I think my physic is set up to the wrong damage type. So I know I'm going to switch to lightning. So I got to fix that too. Oops. Yeah, Mimic died fast. That was unexpected. Physic. Yeah, it's still set to fire. I want lightning. I don't know what you're talking about, Julius. You're welcome to not watch and go play for yourself. Oh.
Witness tarnished. Why cover destined death? To kill what?
It depends on the fight that you're on. Especially in new games, the most advanced new games. When you're far enough along, the new games are ridiculous. 7 and beyond. The bosses have 1 billion hit points. They hit for massive amounts of damage. You know, knowing when to use fast incantation, knowing when to charge it. It's people who are the original Souls players and people that listen to them hate anything to do with stuff that's not stuck at, you know, using melee and dodge, even though that's not even half the game. The reality is that when you get up to really high levels, I'm doing the same fights over and over and over again. I've heard the caps at 7. I swear 8 was harder than 7. I seem to remember the actual hit point increase cap was at 9, but then everyone keeps saying that it's 7. I don't know. But my experience so far has been that once you've played a game, say all the way through 7, 8, 9 times, you're probably just wanting to try something different every single time. I know what beats Consort Radon. I've done it, right? It just, I don't want to keep beating him the same way. Then I'm just, why, it's like playing chess when you always win against an opponent that can't beat you. It depends on, well, first off, there's sorcery and there's incantations, and then it depends on what you're getting out of the game. Play the game you like. What does it matter whether you're doing it melee style? Right? I mean, there are people who've beaten the game never leveling, so they're level 1 with a club, and they beat the game. Great. Use your fists. Why are you using a club? What a wuss. You know what I mean? It just, there's a point where it's kind of absurd. The game was I'm not doing anything the game wasn't designed to have or do. And if it was overpowered, they would have taken it out of the game. They've done that. They've removed things from the game that were too overpowered. But I think it is very unfair to characterize this game as easy. I would say that's the one characterization that is most certainly inaccurate. This is not an easy game, even it with magic. Yes, but Comet of Azure still requires setup, right? I beat in third playthrough on a different character. I beat Millennia with literally one button press in phase 2 with Comet of Azure. Well, I mean, the question isn't, there are 90% of the encounters are easier because you use magic, right? If you go, okay, here's the deal. If you know what you're doing, you can get Meteorite Staff and Rock Sling when you're level 1, right? It takes some work, but you can do it. And with those two, if you set yourself up with the ability to cast Rock Sling, you're going to absolutely destroy massive amounts of the game with 0 effort. Because Rock Sling is just incredibly overpowered. Go try using Rock Sling to beat any of the bosses when you're level 12. You're going to get destroyed. Because the boss is not going to stand there in a stupid spot waiting for you to cast again, which is what the other mobs will do if you set yourself up right. Right? So you can Rock Sling your way all the way up to the castle, Storm whatever castle, and then you'll walk into the first boss fight and he's just going to utterly annihilate you because you'll cast Rock Sling, and then you're dead. Right? Sure. But have him describe what it was like fighting Consort Radon with nothing but spells. Good luck with that. It's doable. Anything is doable, but you're fighting it just like a melee fight. Seriously. Oh. I didn't change my spell set. Alright. I'm going to have to fight this turkey with these spells. Alright, let's do it. Watch this.
I knew you'd come to stand before me, to become Elden Lord. It's a sad state of affairs. I commend your spirit, but alas, none shall take the throne.
Like how this first set are hitting his spells.
A great conflict you just took. One to eternity.
So when you're high level, this is how you use Mimic. Right? Mimic is my tank, and I'm the caster. Alright, well, thank you, Julius. No shade, no hate. It's just so many people... Well, yeah, it's... So...
Cannot kill.
Perhaps, later in life, you should consider not upsetting people for the lulz. And instead, just enjoy the vibe. Maybe vibe with them a little bit. There's kinds of trolling. But whatever, dude. PCO. Metal. Metal. Level 406, I think. .408. I have. This armor's from the DLC, by the way. And so are half the spells I'm using. But yeah. What's my favorite weapon? Man. That is... People ask that a lot. I got to admit, okay. This may be a hot take. But I think my favorite weapon is Blasphemous Blade. I don't think I need to defend how good it is. I think everybody already knows that. But here's the thing. Look at that. Look at the detail. You know what I mean? Oh, it doesn't... I was trying to push the camera in closer. Look at that detail. I mean, that's kind of amazing, isn't it? And a lot of people don't even realize that if you're carrying... Let's say that you don't even want to use the Blasphemous Blade, you're instead going to use another weapon, but you're going to use it one-handed. You can put the Blasphemous Blade on your back, and you still get the siphon effect. Just pretty cool. Wait. Oh, crap. My brain will not function as long as there's a rune pile somewhere. Yes, I will explain. In fact, I will... Hold on. Sorry, my ADHD, sense is vibrating. I see that on my compass. It's got 0 in it. I know it's got 0. Okay, I will show you exactly what I mean. In fact, little tutorial for those that may be new to the game or don't actually realize some of this stuff. So I generally go to the Church of Ella to show stuff off. Well, I mean, if you're using 2 huge swords, yeah. Alright, so let's say, for example, that I put my Blasphemous Blade offhand, and I put Anspur Rapier main hand. Okay? Now, I can swing with either weapon, right? Rapier or sword. So, it's obvious that if I hit with a sword, I'm going to get the siphon effect, right? So I'm going to use the blade to actually do the swing. Right? Siphon. And it's reasonable that using the rapier, I'll get the siphon effect. Right? Because the sword's in hand. But now it's on my back, so I'm two-handing the rapier, which is a weird choice. But for argument's sake, let's say that I'm doing it, right? So now it's on my back. I still get the siphon effect. But that's not the only time something like that's true. Let me go to here. Yeah, it's no, it's not bleed. It takes their health and gives it to you, or some small part of what you get. Okay, so here's one a lot of people don't realize. Sentry Torch. Okay, so Sentry Torch is in my inventory. That is, it's equipment, right? It's equipment. But look at the ground. Did you see that? The little puffs of smoke right there on the stairs. Do you see that? They'll pass right in front of me. There. See that? Do you know why? That's why. So there are a bunch of everyone. So people don't realize you can use a sentry torch to see invisible mobs like this. But here's the thing. It works when it's on your back too, even though it's not lit. It's the same thing. The effect still works because it's considered to be out. Cool, huh? Now, for those that are interested in playing casters, just to complete the little thing, alright, so now, conveniently I can show this one off with a pretty standard setup of stuff. And here. I'm heavy load, but that's fine. Okay, so, very short explanation. The seal, or staff, if you're casting an incantation, or a sorcery, the damage that you do scales with this scaling figure. You want to use whatever object in this hand gives you the highest number here. Forget anything else. This is a calculation that uses this. So look at what this number is. Forget anything else. If this incant scaling is 386 and this incant scaling is 318, 386 is better. Full stop. Right? So if I go to, this is a lightning, I'm going to use lightning, and I want to switch to lightning spell with 1. Alright. So, a spell is cast by the same way you hit with a weapon, depending on which weapon you're holding. The same is true for using a seal or staff. So from now on, I'm just going to say seal, casting a spell, but you get the idea. So this is main hand, and the quick cast does 1588 with an unaware opponent. Offhand, 1271, because the incantation scaling is better. However, that particular offhand, yeah, best advice in the world, Christian. So that item in offhand has an effect, which is why the main hand now only does 1383 instead of 15. And here's what's important. If you look at the offhand, so I'm holding it in my offhand. This is left. May not be on your screen, but it is. This is my left hand. Left. Anyway. Notice this boosts Dragon Cult incantations. That spell is a Dragon Cult incantation. So, by having that item in my offhand, it does extra damage. 1588 more damage, right? That is not true the other way around. The scaling, you have to use the scaling value. So that's why you'll see someone using 2 staves or 2 seals. The offhand seal if it has that effect, it has that passive effect that gives you a bonus, as long as that spell type or incantation type, it'll give you the bonus offhand. So, something to think about. I'm not doing a lightning build, I just happen to be using it. Assassin's Crimson Dagger. That's the health on crit one? There's a health on hit one, also. Can you use the Moonblade? What do you mean? You mean this? Dark Moon Greatsword? Hey, Robin Hood. Do you mean, like, give an example of using it, or... I'm not a big fan of the sword. Oh. Get rid of that. Now, I have most weapons. I mean, I can use it. I'm just not a fan. It is, if you're doing a build that way. So that's the effect, right? That it does. I mean, it depends on what your build is, right? I'm just not a huge thing. The cool thing about it is actually this. But unless you're doing a build that's specifically designed for it, I mean, it's not bad. And I know there are people that love using the blade. I'm just not a huge fan, personally. I did a whole playthrough of the Star Scourge. That one's pretty cool. Level, like, 408. Robin Hood, yes. So, a weapon... I'm trying to think of the way to describe it. So, here's just a claymore. This is just a picked up from the ground claymore, no big deal. Right? This is the effect of the claymore. But if I look at the actual claymore, it doesn't have an Ash of War that I've put on it, right? It has what's called Lion's Claw. That is an Ash of War that I can put on it, but it already has one. And it's Lion's Claw. That's just what it is. But I can change its effect. My strength is actually quite low, I think. 80. Nope, Dex is quite low. I didn't remember which one I did. So I can alter that item. Let's see, the Claymore, with any of these Ashes of War. Any of these are ones that I can add to it. Let's say that I wanted to put on, I don't know. Just get a good looking one. Flame Skewer. And I'll give it Flame Art, why not? Now when I use it, instead of that flip that I did, it does this. And then it leaves my sword flaming. So when people talk about an Ash of War, they're talking, it comes from that. However, are types of weapons, like for example, these ones right here. This is the one I've been using. It doesn't have a slot here for Ash of War. That one has a fixed Ash of War. You can't change it. It's called Taker's Flames. That's all it does. I can't change it. That's just what it is. But you can't put Taker's Flames on anything else. And the Darkmoon Greatsword has Moonlight Greatsword, Destined Death, Starcaller Cry. None of these are ones I can put an Ash of War on, like this one right here. So, was I... Alright, where was I? Oh, I was up about here. I was about to lose a bunch of runes. Up in the Queen's Bedchamber. What's my rarest weapon? Ooh. I'm going to have to give you more than one answer. Alright. Rarest weapon. Rarest weapon number 1, Magma Blade. So that is a very rare weapon. I think that the rest are going to be over here. I have Cinquetta, which is not rare, but it's a... Yeah, but that's one that's off... Well, I mean... Magma Blade is very rare from a drop rate perspective. What else? I have both the Noble Slender Sword and... Where is it? Noble's Estoc. I think this is the super, super rare one. I have not farmed the Ribrake on this character, but I do have it on another character. God, that one took a long time. I have... Yeah, I don't have the Watchdog Staff on this character. Again, I have another character that has it. Level 408, I think we just figured out. Yeah, Noble's Estoc is one of the rarest. That might be. I'm not sure about the Celebrant Sickle. Okay, some weapons have, if you're equipping 2 of them, have an attack that is unique to having 2 equipped. I think Wing of Estelle may be one of them. So this is... This effect is the same no matter what you do. Right? This is just the regular light attack. But this is the heavy attack with 2. Oh, maybe this one doesn't have... Hold on. Yeah, Wing of Estelle is not one with a special. Hold on. I know... the problem is... I'm level 408 on this character. Sword chest. No, this one does not. I don't think. Let me check. I don't think this one does. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, I only have 1 Magma Blade. I didn't bother farming up another one. When I do the Magma build, I'm mostly a caster. I only pull the sword out when I need it. Robin Hood. So there are maybe a dozen and a half quests in the game. Some of them is some of them are quite long, some of them are quite short. The DLC adds a bunch more quests. So there are about is it 7 ways to end the game? 6 ways to end the game? And it's really a cutscene change and then whatever lore you might do. Each one of those has... Yes, I've done every ending now. So each one of those has a quest line that you followed that gets you there. And consequences for the choices that you make. But the questing in the game is not like World of Warcraft style question mark over the head tell you where to go. You got to really, if you're trying to figure it out without the guides, you got to read lore to understand what stuff you have to do to accomplish a particular task. It's unfriendly from the perspective that you need to, if you think about it, it will tell you, it'll give you hints, sometimes strong hints, about what stuff you need to do. Other times, you're just not going to know. The game implies that there's got to be an extra key to go into this place. Raya Lucaria. There is. You just have to find it. There's nothing that tells you where to find it. It's in the building, hunting around. You'll eventually find it if you jump on everything and do all the stuff you can do. That'll get you that one. If you do that quest, this is the most obvious quest in the game. A guy here named Thops will say, hey, can you bring me a spare key? I'm simplifying it, obviously. So you go find that key, you bring it back to this guy. He will then go, thank you, I'm going to go back. And then he goes back. And I'm not going to spoil the rest of it. But that's an example of a quest. But there are other quests that you can do. There's a creature... Hold on. I haven't even been there yet. That's funny. I'll show you. I'm playing on a PC. This is desktop. Oh wait, hold on. Am I heavy? No, I'm medium. Oh, that's why. Hold on. Medium load. Oh, the Black Knight's here. Yay. Alright, I'm gonna go get myself killed. Oh, you bastard. I'm playing with this guy. Alright, now I'm getting mad. Damn it. I should have killed those guys. Because I left that little camp intact, they keep retargeting me on those guys. It's pissing me off. Did you know about guard counters? There's a whole talisman dedicated to that one. I never even went this way on this playthrough. So there's a, by the way, low-level farming. Farm these guys that drag the. Oh well, thank you, Robin Hood. Kill these guys, these two, for low-level farming. You have to kill all the guys around them, but they're super easy. Ow, he got me. Normally you do this at the beginning of the game. I didn't. What you find in here is Selin. She's who you go to buy sorceries early in the game.
I am. Why are you here? Well, but one must. I was as a revive. You still? Very well. But I refuse to anticipate.
I think I have to buy something.
Young apprentice, you are a so now. You very well.
So she does questing eventually. I was hoping that she'd jump right into it because of how late I am into the game.
There you are. Shall we commence the...
She may not. So there's a quest that goes with her. And my hope is that I can... I'm trying to trigger.
There you are. Shall we commence?
Oh, here we go.
Our art. But what is glintstone? Golden amber. Wild glint. It should not. That glintstone. A fact lost.
Sometimes camping does it. Sometimes you have to wait a day. Welcome, welcome.
Shall we commence the lesson?
Come on. I'm just hoping to... If I can't, that's fine. I can show you. So...
There you are. Shall we commence the...
This is one of the easier quests to do in the game, because she'll tell you where to go. Eventually, she's going to tell you to go here. Witchbane Runes. So I will head that way. This is not the right one. Oh, yes it is. It's not triggered by a scroll. I think there's a... that may be a trigger. I've had it trigger when enough time has passed. Maybe I hit a scroll. There are... So... boy, how do I... I'm just trying to think of, like, the best way to explain it. So, when you're questing, some merchants will have things you can buy that will give you a hint about where on the map something is or something you're supposed to do. And that's part of what you're ultimately looking for. I'm just going to swing by and grab them. Kill that guy, because screw them. And then grab this... Lost Grace. when you see little bodies like this, okay, the mausoleum prowls cradling the soulless demigod. O America, Queen Eternal, he is your unwanted child. So, that's a little lore hint. That's a pretty obscure one, and I'm not sure it's very useful. Hidden bosses. There's really only one truly hidden boss, and I don't think he's actually considered to be a boss. There's a troll that's in this really bizarre, impossible to get to place. It's not impossible. Difficult to get to place. And I followed the directions to get to him once. It was in a really weird place. So none of the other bosses are really that well hidden. There are times on the maps when they are more or less obvious in their location. Let me get to a safe spot. Sorry for this thing's really loud. Sorry about that. Usually when I get to them, the first thing I do is I drop them just so I don't have to listen to that. I'm going to a specific place. So here's another guy talking about the mausoleum. Oh, this. Okay. Finally, I can return to our home bathed in rays of gold. Okay. That's an important one. So he's not looking at the mausoleum. He's looking at that tower. Right? That place right there. This is better than what I was going to show you about Selin, but alright, keep that in mind. I'm about to go do something. Eventually, Selin sends you here to find that.
It will do no.
And then she gives you a quest to go to her. Oh, crap. Hold on, I really don't want to... Fighting him's okay, I just don't want to hit her. You can actually accidentally mess up your stuff by hitting her in here. Alright. Aw, come on. These archer guys are wicked. Alright. So, what that guy was looking at... This is not technically a hidden boss. But it's as close to a hidden boss as you can get that isn't, like, around a corner and down a cliff. And Selin may actually give me the quest now, by the way. Ah. They'll actually climb up ladders and stuff. It's pretty funny. They'll shoot through holes. I think that's the craziest part. Alright. By the way, interesting thing. Someone pointed this out. So notice I got a siphon effect. Watch. Siphon effect for killing that thing. Alright. So, that guy was talking about coming to the tower. Ah, come on. He was talking about coming to the tower and going home to the Ray, Gold, Sunshine, whatever, right? Watch this. This is a teleporter trap. And? So imagine being level 6 or level 12 and not knowing that this is there. This is how much this game hates its players. And it sends you here. Now, I'm in this location, in the capital. Because I burnt the tree, it's now the Ashen capital, so it's a little bit different. But if you come to this spot, you can't leave until you beat the boss that's up ahead. Fortunately, they at least give you one of these. But if you don't know what the heck you're doing, this is like real trouble. Let's see. And you gotta beat this guy, and he ain't easy. Imagine fighting that when you're level 12. You got to get pretty damn creative. Yep. Uh-oh, got greedy. Dodge, dodge, dodge! Not sure what happened there, but I'll take it. Okay, now, not knowing about this, you should know about... Oh, that's a rare drop, by the way. Oh, no. This guy always drops it. That means you probably don't know about this item. Which is... Oh, here, I'll loot it. This does... Man, at level 12, 13, this thing is awesome. It's health regen. It's just a talisman that continuously regenerates health. But even more importantly... This becomes available when you've beaten the correct boss. And when you have, you can get to this tower. And this is the tower out in the ocean. Wait. Okay, yeah, I've beaten this boss. We'll see which one. Oh, this may not be a rune. This may be the Deathmark rune. Well, we'll see in a minute. I haven't beaten Moog, I don't think. Millennia. So I'm out here. Yeah, I was going to say, I hadn't beaten Moog yet. I beat Millennia, though. So, that's just, like... They don't tell you that you're going to get to a tower by that route, but that's what gets you to, that's what gets you to know that they're going to do something. And there are other ones as well. Now, if you go to a merchant, let me see. Oh, maybe someone will talk to me now. Here, I'll show you a quest series. See if she talks now.
There you are. Shall we commence?
Nope. All right, never mind. Anyhow, so quests can be... Sometimes they're quite short. Someone hands you a note. You read the note. It says, go to the Volcano Manor. Go there, do stuff. And then that's the quest. And then they have a second quest when you get there. It's not really the same quest line. Not really. Anyhow, all right. Where was I? I was back up here. Queen's Bedchamber. About to go do something silly. How many runes do I have? I don't want to lose runes. I don't want to lose 900,000 runes. Well, then let's not die. Alright. Lightning. Yeah. Do I have everything I want? I think I do. Yeah. First time you pass through the wall, you will not be in the same place as you will the second time you pass through the wall. I suggest buffing outside, not inside, at least the first time. And then running away. I love the fact that he's frosty now. Oh!
'Twas nobly fought.
'Twas nobly fought. No, it wasn't. I screwed that up. And I had the wrong weapon in hand when I summoned my guy. Oops. Alright, now it's not so important. The tree burns. Poisoned. Now I want him to rot. Come on, big guy. There, he's rotting now. Ouch. That hurts.
Tarnished. Thy strength befits a crown.
Thy strength befits a crown. It's not a level, but it's close. 200,000 maybe? Let me see, level up. 170,000? $160. Oh, I think my math was off. Nope. 11,000, give or take. 10,000 and change. Drive submarine that gives 12. Yep. That one. And let's level. What am I jacking up? I'm jacking up int. Yeah. No. 1912. Hell of a year. So they are immune to rot, so there's not going to be much value to that. But lightning is still good. Frostpot is still good. Well, thank you for the like. I rolled that out. Poke him. Crap. That was crazy. It's like instant. I rolled that one out. I feel like I was robbed. Just then. How come? Damn it. No, I tried to jump. Let's do it. Ah, Hokum. Hokum. Ah, too far. This is the part that's such a pain. 'Cause he's so far away. It's like, what am I supposed to do? You know? I promise I rolled. It just didn't do it. All right. Okay. We are going to use the golden braid. All right, let's do this. There we go. Uh-oh. Ah, Hokum. Uh-oh. That jump should have been good. I was in the air. Bastard. All right. That'll work. But I want to mess with a couple things. Thing one, I want to add this. Still medium, good. And I want to add a spell. At least one. I want to add... Where is it? Here we go. That. kind of agree. Except I love the music. It's one of the only games I play the music in. No! All right, let's see if I get this right. Ah. Oh, he's going after my buddy. What? Oh, come on. No, no, no! Ah, damn it. Yeah. Ah. I don't know. People say it's NG+7, 8, 9, and all those are the same. I swear they get harder and harder. I don't care what people say. I swear they do. Yeah. The problem is that the this build is good against many bosses. It's not very good against that one. And in particular, my dex is very low. So I'm going to rebuild. And I'm going to go to the lightning build base. which really just means I need to shift from strength to dex. But I still need enough strength for the shield. And that means I need at least 48 strength.
Ah, is it thy... Now, bear this sweeting into life
Oh,
anew.
yeah. Fingerprint shield is, have you been to the Madness? The deep below the, deep below the city? You, like, just keep going down and down and down? I think that's one. One of them has a holy negation of 100, and that's the one to use. The fingerprint shield, the problem is that it weighs just a metric fuck ton. Let's get this up to 80. Let's get this up to 80. Let me see where we're at. How high up will this go with these numbers? 51. Ooh. I think it's 45. Yeah, I set myself up to be able to be medium build with the endurance being that high. Yeah, I do that all the time. I'm using dodge because some attacks it'll use less stamina and I'll take less damage. But yeah, I totally get that. I can change my talismans to make me absorb even more. I was hoping to avoid that. Alright, so this now... Oh, that's not what I want. Alright. Do I want... Yeah, man, that makes it a heavy load. Oof. Alright, let's see what we can do with this. Oi! Ah, shit. Oh, perfect time to pause. Yes, please. Ow, ow, ow. No! Lame. Yeah. Bleh. I'm telling you, this fight gets hard. It's people say it's supposed to be the same. I think this fight gets harder. Let's go full survival mode. Load. Not a bad idea. Nope. I'm rolling that out. This guy's just blowing through my, like... Ow! no. Oh no. What? Ah. Alright, I gotta call it a night. It is hours past my bedtime. So we will have to finish this guy tomorrow or the next day. Yeah, not thinking fully straight. Anyway, thank you all so much for sticking with me. I appreciate you being here. Please like, follow, all the usual things, and we'll see you guys next time around. Oh, well, thank you. Come back. I always love chatting with the people that watch me stream. Love answering questions. It's a lot of fun. All good stuff. Well, thank you, Julius. You have an awesome day. And a happy new year if I don't see you before for some reason.